And is President Obama pulling a Donald Trump, trying to seal off a border? And no, it's not our border with Mexico. The Wall Street Journal reporting that the White House claims it is vital for Turkey to seal off its 60-mile border with Syria. The White House claims it will keep terrorists out and cut off black market oil flowing out. Joining us from the Capitol, Congressman Duncan Hunter, who is also a United States Marine. Congressman, your thoughts about the president telling Turkey, at least we're hearing that the word telling Turkey, that's what's being done, to seal off its border?
At least President Obama has asked for securing somebody's border, and at least he realizes that it does some good. I mean, that's the irony here, and it's kind of funny that we can't secure ours. We're not going to stop international terrorists from coming across our southern border, but we know it's going to work for Turkey. So that's number one.
Isn't that an admission that we can seal our border? If the president says Turkey can seal its border, the 60 miles, isn't that an admission that if we really wanted to, we could seal ours?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But more importantly, I would say, Greta, it's an admission that it actually works. That securing the border and not building a wall like Trump's talking about, not closing the border, but securing it. So you don't have terrorists. You're not going to have Syrians or Turks or Palestinians or Pakistanis coming across American southern borders and sitting here in the U.S. until they're told to attack U.S. malls or U.S. stadiums. So, yeah, securing the borders works. The president has now admitted it. That doesn't mean he's going to do anything about it. Number two, Turkey should secure its borders. They need to be a good NATO ally. And what that means is they are the entrance point for all these bad guys to go up into Europe, and then all the Europeans that are bad guys to go down into Syria. They all transit through Turkey. So if Turkey wants to be a serious NATO ally, then they have to secure the border.
Are we at war with, just a simple question, are we at war with ISIS in your mind?
Yes.
Well, then why hasn't Congress declared war on ISIS? The Constitution actually gives the Congress the power to do it. It's not even the president can do that. Why don't you all just declare war on ISIS?
You know, you're absolutely right, Greta, and here's why we actually could, too. ISIS is not Al-Qaeda, who operated from different places, disparate places. There was no actual landmass that Al-Qaeda held on to, right? ISIS owns land. There is an actual battlefront when it comes to ISIS. There's enemy lines when it comes to ISIS. This is different than Iraq or Afghanistan, where you're kind of fighting shadow terrorists that pop up, kill you, or try to, then go, hide again. You can actually declare war on them because by being the Islamic State, they actually have a state. They hold land, and we are. There are bills. I'm on one of them where we are saying, hey, we should declare war. In fact, Adam Kinzinger, who's on your show, it's his bill. I'm on it. In fact, many other veterans are on it too. We are trying to do this. It's not a popular thing in this Congress. It's just not popular.
You know, with the whole nation worried about ISIS coming over our border or overstaying visas or sneaking in here or being radicalized, homegrown, it seems to me that if you put that up for a vote, you might see a lot of members of Congress deciding that maybe we should declare it. If we are at war with ISIS, why don't we just state it?
Which we are. Because here's what you have here, Greta. You have what I would call the Rand Paul syndrome of not wanting to do anything, of being scared of what happened in Afghanistan, and being scared of what happened with previous wars in the Middle East. You have the Rand Paul syndrome right now.
But in some way, though, we can invoke Article 5 of NATO, and if there's a war. France has already declared war on ISIS. If we declare war on ISIS, if we invoke Article 5 of NATO, then it's all getting everybody together to fight ISIS.
But you're also talking ground troops in, Greta. I mean, that's a fairly touchy subject. You're talking about 100,000 people probably, or more, having to go in and actually fight I would call it a quasi-conventional terrorist war.
I don't know if it means ground troops. I'm just saying that at first start, would everyone to sort of admit the obvious, and that would be a good start and get everybody at least mobilized, thinking, at least talking. But that's just me. Anyway, Congressman, thanks for joining us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Greta.